Most men believe women leave because they weren't enough, because they weren't handsome, successful, or caring enough. But the brutal truth is, women don't walk away because you lack value. They walk away because you failed to make them feel something real. You did everything right. You were stable, loyal, attentive, and respectful. Yet she still moved on. Why? Because women aren't drawn to logic or kindness alone. They're drawn to deep, primal emotions. Attraction isn't something you earn through checklists or consistency. It's something you trigger on a subconscious level. And smart men, precisely because they rely heavily on logic and reason, often fail at love. Today, we'll uncover the 9 silent mistakes intelligent men make that sabotage their relationships, and how understanding the secret psychology of women will change your approach forever. Get ready, because what you're about to hear might challenge everything you thought you knew. Number 1. Keep your past private. One common mistake smart men often make is believing that sharing their past openly demonstrates emotional maturity and honesty. When a woman sparks your interest, it's natural to want to share your vulnerabilities, your struggles, past heartbreaks, or personal regrets, to create a deeper connection. On the surface, this openness feels genuine and sincere, but there's a hidden danger here that many intelligent men overlook. Once you share sensitive information about yourself, it's out of your control forever. Your past, especially your vulnerabilities, can later become ammunition during conflicts or moments of tension. This isn't to suggest that all women misuse what you share, but emotions are complex and change rapidly. A moment of trust can quickly shift into one of resentment or misunderstanding, leaving your disclosures weaponized against you. The Stoics taught clearly, not every truth needs to be voiced, and not every thought deserves to be shared. Your past experiences, particularly the sensitive ones, should be treated as treasures, revealed only gradually and selectively. Mystery is not only attractive, it's a form of emotional self-defense. Women naturally crave the excitement of slowly discovering the man they're attracted to. Revealing too much too soon strips away your intrigue and can diminish your emotional appeal. Instead, learn the power of selective disclosure. Share your deeper truths only with those who have genuinely earned your trust. Keep your past private, not because you're hiding or ashamed, but because you recognize its value and vulnerability. When you maintain your mystery and self-control, you not only protect yourself emotionally, you also create a stronger foundation for genuine intimacy and attraction in your relationships. Number 2. Women don't love you, they love how you make them feel. Here's a simple but powerful truth most intelligent men ignore. Women don't fall in love with who you are, they fall in love with how you make them feel. Many men mistakenly believe attraction comes from being stable, successful, or consistently kind. They build careers, improve themselves, become the perfect nice guy, yet still find themselves overlooked. Why? Because women's attraction isn't logical, it's emotional, raw, and subconscious. You might think offering security, respect, and reliability would naturally attract women. But the reality is, these things alone won't ignite deep desire. Instead, women respond powerfully to emotional intensity, feelings that spark excitement, curiosity, or even a bit of uncertainty. A woman remembers a man not by what he said or what he did, but by how he made her feel when she was around him. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting, and it's what keeps her thoughts returning to you, long after you've left her presence. Smart men struggle precisely because they rely too heavily on logic. They present their qualities as if love were a job interview. But attraction doesn't follow a resume, it follows feeling. If she feels nothing, your best qualities become invisible to her heart. Stoicism teaches us clearly, we can't control others' emotions, but we can create emotional experiences. To attract a woman, you must engage her emotionally, through playful interactions, subtle mystery, and moments of authentic presence. Don't simply tell her your worth. Show it through experiences that stir her emotions deeply. Because in the end, attraction isn't something a woman chooses logically, it's something she feels deeply, irresistibly, and without explanation. Number 3. Face your fear of being alone. One significant mistake intelligent men often make in relationships is staying with the wrong woman because they fear being alone. On the surface, this seems harmless. After all, who enjoys loneliness? Yet this subtle fear can trap you in relationships that drain your energy, erode your confidence, and sabotage your emotional stability. It's like staying inside a burning house just because you're afraid of the cold outside. The Stoics understood deeply that true strength arises from the ability to be alone comfortably. They taught that solitude is not a weakness, but rather the birthplace of genuine self-knowledge and strength. When you fear solitude, you unknowingly hand over your power to anyone willing to keep you company. You settle for emotional mediocrity because it feels safer than facing your own emptiness. This is precisely why so many intelligent, successful men endure toxic relationships filled with drama, disrespect, or constant emotional stress. They convince themselves that staying is easier than leaving and starting again. But here's the hard truth. No relationship built on fear can ever truly fulfill you. Love motivated by fear of loneliness is not love, it's dependence. The real solution is facing and embracing solitude. Learn to enjoy your own company, to find fulfillment in your independence, and to realize that being alone isn't a sign of weakness, but of courage and self-respect. Once you master the art of being alone, you won't settle out of desperation. Instead, you'll attract healthier relationships built on genuine connection and mutual respect. Remember, the strongest men are those who can stand comfortably on their own until they find someone truly worthy of their time and affection. Number 4. The more you chase, the less she feels. Have you ever noticed that the more effort you put into chasing someone, the less interest they seem to show? This is especially true when dealing with women. Many intelligent men misunderstand attraction, believing that constant attention and availability demonstrate sincerity and devotion. In reality, too much attention reduces emotional tension, and tension is exactly what fuels attraction. When you're always present, always responsive, and always eager, there's no mystery left, nothing for her to anticipate or crave. Women instinctively respond to emotional tension. They value what isn't always available, and they desire what feels slightly out of reach. When a man becomes overly accessible, the attraction fades. It's human psychology. We naturally value things more when there's uncertainty about obtaining them. Once someone knows they have your complete attention and devotion, their emotional investment can quickly decline. Stoicism teaches us self-control and emotional discipline, qualities that naturally create attraction. Instead of chasing her, focus on building your own fulfilling life. Create a reality that excites you, with or without her presence. By being slightly less available, you allow attraction to build naturally. You shift from chasing to leading, from seeking validation to providing intrigue. Remember, healthy attraction is never built on constant pursuit. Instead, it's developed through subtle emotional contrasts, moments of closeness followed by distance, affection balanced with independence. Stop chasing and start leading. Let your presence be felt, then give her the space to wonder and pursue you in return. This balanced approach not only preserves your dignity, but also creates genuine attraction that lasts. Number 5. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Most men assume women fall in love with who they truly are, their values, personality, and consistent effort. This sounds reasonable, but here's a crucial insight many smart men overlook. Women don't fall for you, they fall for the perception of you. They create an image in their minds shaped by emotions, fantasies, past experiences, and subconscious desires. This phenomenon, known as cognitive projection, means a woman often loves the idea of you more than your authentic self. Think about it, 2 women can view the exact same man very differently. One sees him as mysterious and intriguing, while the other views him as predictable or boring. The man hasn't changed, but the perception has, and perception dictates attraction. Once a woman perceives you as overly familiar, predictable, or safe, the excitement fades. Conversely, a man who maintains some mystery or unpredictability remains intriguing, continually sparking her emotional interest. Stoicism teaches that while you cannot control another's perceptions directly, you can influence them through your behavior and presence. Avoid becoming overly predictable or emotionally transparent. Instead, offer moments of genuine connection mixed with occasional unpredictability. Allow space for her imagination to fill in gaps. This balance maintains intrigue and sustains emotional engagement. Remember, in relationships, perception often matters far more than reality. She isn't falling for your objective qualities, but for how she emotionally interprets your actions. If you can intentionally guide this perception, by providing both closeness and distance, security and excitement, you'll create lasting attraction. The wise man understands that shaping perception isn't manipulation. It's an essential skill to maintain emotional vitality in relationships. Number 6. Manage your time wisely. One of the most common mistakes intelligent men make in relationships is investing their most valuable resource, time, into someone who isn't equally invested. Time isn't just hours passing, it's the essence of your life. Yet, countless smart men willingly waste days, months, even years chasing women who treat them as an option rather than a priority. Consider how often you've waited anxiously for replies or canceled plans with friends, hoping to accommodate her schedule. Many men sacrifice their hobbies, ambitions, and social circles, assuming these sacrifices prove their devotion. But the uncomfortable truth is that your sacrifice often isn't reciprocated. While you're prioritizing her, she might be treating you as just another convenient choice. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it." This is especially true in relationships. Every moment spent with someone who doesn't equally value you is a moment lost forever. Time you could have spent building yourself, your goals, or your future. The solution is straightforward, yet requires courage. Protect your time fiercely. Before investing your energy into a relationship, ask yourself honestly, is this woman genuinely investing back in you? Does she respect your time and effort? If not, redirect your attention elsewhere. Managing your time wisely isn't selfish, it's essential. A relationship built on mutual respect will naturally balance both partners' priorities. Don't settle for someone who makes you feel optional. The right woman will value your time as highly as you do, and together you'll enhance each other's lives, not waste them. Number 7. Women don't want a nice guy, they want an unshakable man. A common misconception many intelligent men carry is that being nice and always agreeable will earn a woman's attraction and respect. But here's the truth, being overly accommodating doesn't draw her in, it pushes her away. When a man consistently agrees, avoids conflicts, and never asserts boundaries, he unintentionally communicates weakness rather than kindness. While kindness is important, it's strength and emotional resilience that truly ignite attraction in women. Women instinctively test men, not out of cruelty, but to gauge their emotional strength. She needs to know whether you'll stand firm when challenged or if you'll bend under pressure. If you never say no, never disagree, or never assert yourself, she perceives you as emotionally fragile and unreliable. Ironically, the more you try to please her by always giving in, the less she respects you. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength lies not in aggression or stubbornness, but in quiet, unwavering emotional resilience. Being unshakable means staying calm and grounded even during conflict. It means having clear boundaries and calmly enforcing them without losing your composure. A woman doesn't want a man who's easily swayed. She wants a rock, someone who remains stable when everything else feels uncertain. So instead of being the nice guy who avoids discomfort at all costs, practice asserting yourself respectfully yet firmly. Show her your values, communicate your boundaries clearly, and don't shy away from saying no when necessary. This balanced approach not only earns her respect, but also creates genuine, lasting attraction. Remember, women aren't drawn to mere niceness. They're drawn to a man whose emotional strength makes them feel secure, inspired, and genuinely safe. Number 8. Be proud of your achievements. Many intelligent men hesitate to openly celebrate their success in relationships, fearing they might intimidate or alienate women. They mistakenly believe humility requires hiding or downplaying their accomplishments. Ironically, this very humility often undermines their attractiveness. By hiding your achievements, you inadvertently suggest insecurity, diminishing your natural magnetism. Women instinctively gravitate toward men who demonstrate confidence and genuine pride in their journey. Your achievements represent resilience, ambition, and dedication, qualities deeply attractive to women. Sharing your successes doesn't equate to arrogance. Rather, it communicates self-respect. A woman secure in herself will never feel threatened by your achievements. Instead, she will feel inspired and energized by your ambition. The Stoics believed firmly in the virtue of authenticity. They taught that true strength lies in living honestly and transparently. Hiding your success to protect someone else's ego isn't humility, it's fear. By dimming your own light, you deny yourself genuine connections built on mutual respect and admiration. The key is balance. Don't boast or seek validation, but never apologize for your success or minimize it to fit someone else's comfort level. Own your journey openly and confidently. Share your story, your struggles, and your victories. Allow your partner to feel inspired by who you truly are, not by a diluted version designed to appease her insecurities. Remember, the right woman will appreciate and celebrate your accomplishments alongside you. She'll see your success as motivation, not a threat. Ultimately, relationships thrive not when one partner hides their strength, but when both proudly encourage each other's greatness. Be proud of your achievements, not just for yourself, but because your confidence naturally attracts the type of woman who values and respects genuine strength. Number 9. If she feels safe, she'll never leave. After all the emotional highs, tension, and unpredictability, there's one final truth about relationships that outweighs all others: emotional safety. Women may be drawn initially by excitement, mystery, or intensity, but the reason they stay, the reason they remain loyal, is because they feel emotionally secure. Not just physical safety, but a deeper, primal sense of stability and trust that only a truly grounded man can provide. Women naturally experience emotional fluctuations more intensely than men. Their feelings ebb and flow like tides, shifting without notice or logic. When a woman faces her internal storms, whether insecurity, anxiety, or fear, she subconsciously seeks a stable anchor, a man who remains calm amidst her chaos. She tests not to provoke anger, but to see if you'll crumble. Your emotional reaction tells her everything she needs to know about your strength and reliability. The Stoics taught that true strength isn't loud or aggressive, it's quiet, composed, and unshakable. The most powerful men aren't those who shout or dominate, but those who remain steady and present through emotional turmoil. They don't mirror chaos, they absorb it calmly. They don't try to fix every emotional shift, they simply remain steady. This unspoken stability creates an emotional safe harbor that women deeply crave. Becoming this safe space doesn't mean suppressing emotions, it means mastering them. It requires the ability to stand firmly grounded, offering presence without judgment, guidance without force. When a woman senses this emotional solidity in you, she knows instinctively that you're irreplaceable. You become the anchor she can't find elsewhere, the rare source of calm amid the storm. And when she feels safe in your presence, her loyalty, affection, and genuine love will endure indefinitely. Understanding the secret psychology of women in love isn't about becoming someone else. It's about recognizing a simple yet powerful truth. Real attraction is never earned logically, it's always felt emotionally. Intelligent men often stumble precisely because they attempt to use logic, kindness, and consistency as a roadmap to love. They assume women fall for who they are, rather than for how they make them feel. But as you've now realized, attraction isn't about facts, it's about the subtle art of stirring emotions deeply within another person. Avoid the common mistakes you've discovered today. Don't overshare your past too quickly, don't fear solitude, and never chase blindly. Understand clearly that love is rooted in perception, manage your time wisely, and never compromise your strength to be perceived as nice. Celebrate your successes openly, and above all, become emotionally stable, a safe harbor in an uncertain world. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our emotional maturity, personal strength, and authentic presence. You can't control whether someone chooses you, but you can influence how deeply they feel your impact. Don't try to persuade a woman logically. Instead, become the man who naturally evokes irresistible emotions. Be the man whose presence she can't fully understand, but whose absence she feels profoundly. This isn't manipulation. It's genuine emotional intelligence, an awareness of human nature that transforms relationships from frustrating to fulfilling. If you embrace these principles, you'll not only attract but retain genuine, lasting love. Remember, real love is never about trying harder. It's about connecting deeper, remaining true to yourself, and understanding the emotional world she lives in. Do that, and you'll become unforgettable, not because of what you say, but because of how deeply you make her feel.